Had done a bunch of courses, video recorded, and I was really tired of it, and I felt stuck. So let's give one last shot with this guy, Kunal Desai, and let's see
Awesome.
what it is, and yeah, and that was kind of the last. That's what I needed. So that was fantastic.
Looks like you got about a $14,000 payout coming from You Funded.
Yeah,
What would you say to someone who's considering joining the Bulls on Wall Street boot camp?
just do it.
Hey, Barb, how you doing? So, Barb, let me ask you, who are you? What do you do for work? Are you full-time trader or are you just starting to get into this game? You've had a lot of success of recent. Give me your story.
Yeah, so well, I started off a full-time trader about 2 years ago as day trader, and having some bumps on the road, but now I think I got it. So pretty happy right now.
That's awesome. How did you hear about Bulls on Wall Street?
Oh man, wow! Back in time, it was Investopedia. They did a sort of you know, um, classifying the best day trading courses out there,
Sure.
and they have placed the Bulls on Wall Street as the best course if you would like to have someone live,
Okay.
because those courses they are all like recorded. You cannot speak with anyone. You don't know your mentor. Kind of you cannot chat with him and not interact with other people, so that was it. And at the time at the point in time I had done a bunch of courses, video recorded, and I was really tired of it, and I felt stuck. And was when I said, okay, before dropping, and I was really thinking about giving up. Then I said, all right, so let's give one last shot with this guy, Kunal Desai, and let's see
Awesome.
what it is, and yeah, and that was kind of the last. That's what I needed, to make it. So that was fantastic.
Cool. What were you struggling with before you started with Bulls on Wall Street?
Oh man, I had no idea what I was doing, literally. I cannot even say what I was struggling with because I was so bad at it that I couldn't even know.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was just doing a lot of guessing, and yeah, I was not doing any homework. I was not doing I was not even checking the news, if you want, like I was just looking what was trending the days before, and I was just kind of guessing that okay, it's trending, so probably I should keep going. But I was buying all the tops and
Yeah.
selling all the dips, and oh my God, it was kind of wrong, right and left.
When did you this with while you're going through all that, like when did you decide like hey, it's time for me to just pay the piper and buy a class and learn this the right way?
Oh, actually, well, back in time, again, your course was not the first.
Oh,
That yeah, no, definitely the other courses that I got at the very beginning was when I realized that it was not just about buying and things were gonna go up like COVID times.
yeah.
But yeah, when I said Bulls on Wall Street, I was really stuck. I made some money, I lost some money, I made some money, lost some money, and I realized I didn't know what I was doing, literally. And then when
Sure.
I saw this, A to Z bootcamp, I
Okay.
said, shit, probably I'm missing a lot of letters of the alphabet. So that's the thing. And that was the point that I realized, okay, so I can make money probably, but I need to know more, like, and having the opportunity, to have the bootcamp covering literally A to Z, and being able to interact with you, that was kind of what I decided, okay, let's go for it. Because in the end of the day, obviously all the courses they cover the basics and everything, but every
Yeah.
person is a different and you have reviewed so many of my trades in the end of the day, and then you start to nail, like and that's the point, like it becomes like personalized. In some point you have troubles that is not an online kind of a course that you're going to solve, and that was and I realized that, and that was what made me go for this. I was about to give up, as I said, and this is what made me go. The fact that you trade live, the fact that you do the bootcamp live, you can ask questions, while you are explaining. That was the key element for me.
Cool.
So
Now, you recently, I mean, you started to really hit a nice groove. Looks like you got about a $14,000 payout coming from You Funded. Give
yeah.
me the rundown of what's happening over there with your trading.
Okay, cool. Well, actually, you funded is great, to be honest, because the risk is so limited. So, in the sense that what you're actually risking compared to the account size that they give to you, it's absurd the leverage, right? So, and it's amazing because that's what you pay is the maximum that you can ever lose. While actually the money that you make, the upside can be kind of infinite, right?
Cool.
So what I did, I started, to test because I said, well, what is the worst case scenario here, right? And what is great about it is because you can trade much more relaxed in a certain way. So you can really try to do the setups and you can really try to hit, and have kind of proper stops and,
Mhm.
to manage your trade properly because there is much less pressure in a certain way, I believe, then when you're trading your own money, when the account size that they are giving to you doesn't matter, 90,000, 180, 360, it doesn't matter. When it's really not your fully your money there, so you can really hit the setups. And in the end of the day, I was just doing that, and yeah, and then I'm closing. I had like 12, I think 12 trading days for this 14,000 with 90,000 account. And yeah, I was just hitting setups. That's it. I was doing orbs and pullbacks, but
Cool.
no kind of pressure on trying to. Because with my money, I was like 200 up in the P&L. Oh, let me close this because and yeah. So that was it. So you found that I think it really helpful for people.
Cool.
Because yeah, I think that people can focus on the setup, not only the money, and when you do that, the money comes, right?
Yeah. So, guys, for those of you guys not familiar, You Funded is a funded accounts program that our Bulls on Wall Street students, when you complete boot camp, are qualified for. So, Miss Barb here is training on a $90,000 account given to her by You Funded, and they have accounts that go up to like 180, 360, 720. It's pretty cool. So as you get better, you can qualify for more trading capital and really scale up your trading.
Yeah.
So, Barb, give me if you have a piece of advice for somebody that is just a brand new trader, like what would it be? Like you got a new aspiring trader, what should they be
Yeah, I mean,
focused on?
yeah, definitely is to focus on the technical side, not on the money. Is really to focus on the setups. And I think that choose one or two again. Pullbacks, orbs, maybe
Yeah,
pullbacks. Yeah, and craft your art. Because in the end of the day, I think most young traders they get caught up with the P&L and how much they are making. They make one great trade because it's just sometimes you flip a coin, and then yeah,
yeah,
you're right. But that's not this doesn't give you consistency, right?
sure.
So in order to be consistent, you really need to understand what you are doing from a technical standpoint. And yeah, the way to do is to practice one setup at a time, to understand what you're good at,
Yeah,
to write your own playbook and go for it, right? So,
cool. Last question. What would you say to someone who's considering joining the Bulls on Wall Street boot camp? What advice would you
oh
give
man, just do it,
them?
No, just no, if you're considering joining, I think definitely you should just join because it seems that you are willing to make it. And definitely I did other courses, and I can tell you, this is really A to Z, and the fact that you can get in touch with Kunal, but also, with the colleagues in the Discord group, this is priceless. You don't need anything more, like. So I think that's kind of, and it's kind of no joke. It's kind of the
Hey,
ultimate kind of a course out there. I
hey,
really believe, yeah.
cool. Last
So,
question. So, technical analysis, sure, everybody learns chart patterns and, all of this kind of stuff. But if somebody is still struggling, right? They know the chart patterns, but they just can't get it together. Any suggestions on how to get over the hump? Sometimes you know what to do, but you still are not getting there. What would you tell a student that's just on that struggle bus?
I think that most likely. it's extremely likely that this person is either trading too big sizes. I think probably is too big and is getting scared, not having
Sure.
good entries and bad exits because probably the size is too big. I'll say if you're already trying to do setups and you're still not nailing it, I would cut the sizes to give a little bit of room for stops and even from diminish a little bit the profit rate taking,
Cool.
but and then get some screen time, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
probably it's about that.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, thank you, Miss Barb. Congrats on your success. You're going to have a big year. I appreciate you.
yeah. Thanks, man, and thanks to you.
I
So I appreciate you.
take care.
Thank you, man. Bye.